Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a while. So one of my favorite booktubers, The Book Diary, recently made a comeback to her channel, and she uploaded a video called My Amazon Cart, and it really inspired me to do the same thing. So today I'll be showing you the books that are in my cart. And there's quite a few because I tend to put things in my shopping cart that I either end up never buying or that take me just a really long time to buy because it just takes me a really long time to buy. So the first book I'll be telling you about is a book I actually bought, but I pre-ordered it, so I bought it, but I will not be getting it until May 5th. So that is Swimming Lessons. It's a poetry book by Lily Reinhart, and she's the actress that plays Betty Cooper in Riverdale, and I fell in love with that show. I read that she was coming out with a poetry book, and I recently got into poetry, and I was like, okay, I need to check it out. So I went ahead, pre-ordered it. It's not getting here till May 5th. I'm an impatient person, but I figured let's just go ahead and, get it so that I know I'm gonna have it, so there's no like, oh, it's sold out. So in my cart, the first thing in my cart is a book called The Bolin Prince. It's the first one in a series. The series is called The Bolin Bloodline by the author Deborah Cohen. Those of you that have been around for a while know that I'm obsessed with Anne Boleyn. I've read a lot of books on her, so it shouldn't shock anybody that I'm picking up another one. I believe this one is about her being secretly a witch. She picked up the craft in France. She was cursed. This is it. I think the narrative is split between present time and then past tense. Past is when you learn about her, learning witchcraft and all that stuff. And then the present is a present ancestor or something learning that she's cursed and then trying to break it. And then the second book I have in here is another pre-order that won't be out till May 5th. And it is Megan Rinks' memoir called You're Not Special, a sort of memoir. And I love her YouTube videos. Just recently watched her I Was Hacked video, super excited about it. Can't wait to read it. Just have not gotten around to actually purchasing it. It's just sitting in my cart. It's chilling. The third one I have is another pre-order. I have so many pre-orders in this cart because there's so many books coming out that I want to read that are not actually out yet. So this one is called He's Making You Crazy, How to Get the Guy Get Even and Get Over It by Kristen Doty. She's from the reality show Vanderpump Rules, which I really like. The newest season is out right now. I'm kind of waiting for it to all hit Hulu before I start watching it because it doesn't hit Hulu till the whole season's out, because I like to binge. But, I've been a fan of that show since season 1, Stassi's Bay. I went to one of her shows when she was doing her tours. She's still doing her tours, but I went to one of her shows earlier this year. I did not buy her book, actually. I didn't buy her book, but I went to one of her shows. It's funny, right? But yeah, so I might be buying Kristen's book. I don't know. There's an issue with dudes. I don't know. I'm not Kristen level crazy. Past Kristen level crazy or present Kristen level crazy. But you never know. Like, she might have some good insight. I don't know. Maybe. And the next pre-order that I have, this is the last pre-order that's in my cart, okay? Last one. It's Nala's World, One Man, His Rescue Cat, and a Bike Ride Around the Globe by Dean Nicholson. Now, I followed this man on Instagram. He rescued this cat, Nala. She's the cutest cat, off the side of the road, and they're biking around the world. You should. It's One Bike, One Cat on Instagram. If you don't follow them, you definitely should. It's like the cutest thing ever. It's so entertaining. They also have a comic that follows them that makes daily comics on his stories for the day. Like, it's the cutest thing ever, and it's so entertaining. And I think reading the book will be really fun because they spent the summer in Greece. He did odd jobs, just it's really interesting. It's so amazing to see the things that people do, the drive that people have that I don't have. Like, so the next book I have is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. It's a book about royalty, which I'm mildly obsessed with, but it's about, I think, a crown prince of some country. I don't know if they're trying to equate it to England or not. Falls in love with the guy, so it's, you know, a twist where a crown prince is gay and not just like a minor royalty, because I don't think we've ever had, like, in public, proud and out, like, very high up royal come out as being gay or LGBT or anything. And then the second to last one I have in here is American Royals by Katharine McGee. Now, I saw this one in Barnes & Noble, and I almost picked it up when I had it in my hands. But I changed my mind because it was like $20 hardcover, and I didn't want to spend the money right in the moment. But I've always, you know, wondered what would it have been like if Washington had been like, oh no, I want to be the king. Let's do that. Let's do that. And this book apparently, like, tosses around with that idea of what, you know, our current government would look like if Washington had said, oh, I don't want to be a president, I want to be the king. So I think that will be really interesting, you know, and I love royalty already. So what would it look like if the country I lived in had a king? That would be interesting. And the last book I have in my cart is Again But Better by Christina Rico, which is another YouTuber. I watched all her vlogs about writing this book. I'm watching all of her vlogs about writing her second book. I just have not had the time to get around to buying this book, let alone reading it. But it is sitting in my cart. I will get around to it. I swear to God, I will get around to it. I will read it. I will love it. It will happen one day. So the total monetary amount of everything that's in my cart right now is $118.87. Will I purchase everything in my cart all at once? Probably not, because I just bought 2 plane tickets for that amount. So probably not. Will I, in probability, start chipping away at these things? Yes, because I do want all these things that are in my cart right now. Yeah. So just let me know if you guys wanted, like, book talks, book reviews on any of these things. Once I get my pre-orders, once I read them, you know, just let me know. And then we'll see if I can maybe start to upload, you know, consistently, see if that's a thing that happens.